I'm Charlie LaValle from Variety, the children's charity. Variety is focused on kids with disabilities, and we have 3 programs, 2 that focus on mobility. My Bike, which provides an adaptive bike for kids who can't ride a typical bike, and My Stroller, that provides an adaptive stroller for kids who, for example, are elopers, who just take off without any safety awareness. And our 3rd program, perhaps the program with the greatest impact, is called My Voice, and it provides a communication device to kids who are nonverbal or have a communication disorder. Kids with a communication disorder can't say if they're in pain and how much they're in pain. They can't say what food they like to eat, what things they want to do. They can't say whether they need to go to the potty. They're unable to say to their mom or dad, "I love you." It's our belief that every child deserves the right to have a voice. We're committed to making a difference for these kids. And so I'm delighted to share with you the My Voice program, and in particular, Tyler.
Play.
Play. Minecraft.
It was frustrating. We never knew what he wanted. He would just like point and like mumble. We never knew what he was saying at all.
Where do you want me to put it, Ty?
Hi.
This is a far way up, are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go!
I mean, this time last year, we never expected him to actually speak fully. We kind of thought the device would be something that was just always with him. It gave him a voice. And we thought he would always be using it. And it was just such a surprise to actually hear him go from no words to talking with his device to then all of a sudden now he's just using complete sentences. And it clicked with him, and we would hear little words here and there, and slowly it just started to take off. Just for these kids to have this device to help communicate, whether they do or do not find their own speaking voice, they still have a voice through that device. I really, truly do not know where he would be if he had not had this opportunity.
8th Annual Reason to Ride 2023, supporting Variety, the children's charity.
Tyler, is that fun?
Yeah.
For the kids.
I'm driving.
Having been a part of Tyler going from no words to the communication device to his own voice was an absolutely incredible experience. I had no idea if it would happen to any other child. It was an incredible experience to be part of. And I remember saying to our My Voice chair, Leo Gerard, now the retired international president for the United Steelworkers, what if Tyler's the only one who goes from no words to device to voice? And Leo said, "What did you say?" I said, "What if Tyler's the only one?" And Leo said to me, "Charlie, one's everything if it's your one." Well, I'm delighted and thrilled to say Tyler isn't the only one. Meet Mia.
Mia is 8 years old. She was diagnosed with autism at the age of 3. She was nonverbal, non-speaking. Mia would get upset. She would throw herself on the floor and she would bang her head up against a wall out of frustration. It was heartbreaking. I don't know what she wants. I don't know what to do. I don't know how she's feeling. I don't know why she's screaming. So it's the fear of even day-to-day of getting out of the house or doing an activity.
You start to think about what's the future look like? You know, what's school gonna be like? What's work gonna be like? What's, you know, her family life gonna be like?
Mia started with early intervention services when she was about 18 months old. She was nonverbal when she started preschool, so it was really hard for her to communicate to her teachers and her peers. They gave us some loaner devices to try. They were working really well, but it wasn't our own, so they recommended we apply for Variety.
Song. Alexa, play Choo Choo Express song. U-N-G.
Mars? What color is Mars? Hey, what color is Mars?
Red.
Red.
Unfortunately, sometimes we see a disability and we think not capable, and it's so wrong. And I think that device gave us that ability to see, wait a second, like she is capable, she can't verbalize it, but if you give her a modality in which she can express it, she is capable of it. So here we thought she wasn't going to be able to have independent skills. Here we thought she was not going to be able to cognitively develop. And in a short amount of time, that device proved us wrong. But most importantly, having that full-time device from Variety gave us the ability to take it everywhere. Aunt's house, friend's house, the playground. She was now socially able. When Mia first got her device, she said no words, none at all. And slowly we started to see a couple weeks after she got her device, she said, Dada. And gradually we saw more and more and more.
What do we say? Bye-bye. Can we say ding, ding, ding? Lincoln, what do we say? Ding, ding.
Probably the greatest thing that's ever happened to me in life, to go from where you were, when you're wondering this is never gonna happen, to then it did.
What's that word, Mia?
Neighbor. Neighbor. Aga maga.
You know, the right to speak is really important. There are things that can help people that are unable to do it if we can just get it in their hands. And the cost of that, to me, is, you know, it's not measurable to give someone the ability to speak.
Do you use your communication device anymore?
No.
No. How do you talk?
Like this.
Like that. Tell Mr. Charlie, who are the characters in Dora?
Dora, Boots, Benny, Kiko, Isa, Swiper.
Do they speak any other languages?
They speak in Spanish.
They do? Tell Mr. Charlie one Spanish word you learned.
Vámonos.
Vámonos. What's that mean?
Let's go.
Let's go.
Can you guess who I want to dress up as? Aruba people bop.
Wait, what?
People bop beep.
How does he do it with his hands?
Beep boop beep.
Beep, boop, beep.
What comes next after F? En español. F. What comes next?
G. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
De nada. Yes. But we just have to now teach her who speaks Spanish and who doesn't, but.
No. It was thrilling for me to introduce you to Mia, who also found her own voice. The reality is, with kids who are nonverbal or have a communication disorder, we don't know if they're going to go from no words to device or voice, or if they'll need a device for the rest of their lives. That's not our job to predict the future. Our job is to give these kids a voice now. So I'm happy to introduce you to Janessa, Brooke, and Rowan.
So for Janessa, this was a game changer for us. She has verbal apraxia, which is very rare. It's like 1 in 100,000. So she knows what she wants to say. She can't form beginning and ending sounds. The muscles will not form. And even with 10 years of speech now, it has improved, but we've really gone as far as we can. So this is our lifeline. When she needs something, we guess a lot. And so I'll say, well, go get your talker. Right now she's doing job training. She'll eventually have a job, but this will need to go with her. But she never puts more than 2 or 3 words together. And so this helps her to make a full sentence. It helps her to just communicate what her needs are.
My name is Janessa. My name is Janessa.
How old are you? How old are you? 16. How old? 16. So when we're done here with Charlie, where are we going to go for lunch?
Beer.
Go ahead, play it.
Bacon cheeseburger beer.
A bacon cheeseburger and beer. Anything else?
You gonna have a beer?
Do you mean root beer? Okay. We'll add root beer in there at school, okay?
All right, how fast do you want to go to start? Should we go like horse speed? Horse speed? Or come back here, Brooke! So Brooke, one thing that not a lot of people know is that you and I are both farmers, but you know what animals I have.
Goats and pony and chicken.
You are so right. I need you to remind me though, what are your goats' names?
Brownie and Coco and Belle and Millie and Sister.
Now, my goats are gonna have babies. I need some girl suggestions for my goats. One's gonna be brown and one's gonna be tan.
Chocolate.
Chocolate. What about the tan?
Twinkie.
Twinkie! That's perfect. That's the perfect name.
Why do you think it's so important for other kids to maybe get devices like this?
So you can tell your friends, hey, can I play with you? How you are feeling. I can be more sassy. You can talk about school with your parents. My grandma and my aunt ask me, how was your day in school? Everyone should be able to talk.
Triangle.
Good.
Rectangle. 5 cents.
Good. What do we call it?
Nickel.
Good.
I think we all take for granted just how easy it is to have a conversation with somebody using our vocabulary. When you're dealing with new environments and new situations, children who do speak have a difficult time expressing that as it is. So when you take away a child's vocabulary, it just exponentially makes that more difficult. Tools like his speech device help immensely in helping us connect with him and understand how he's feeling and what he's going through. The way my wife and I look at it would probably be a little bit different, but one thing that we agree on is our concerns. What would happen if something happened to myself, my wife? Like, who's gonna be there for him if something were to happen to my wife and I? How difficult that's gonna be for him. Having a medium such as these devices helps them communicate when otherwise it would be exceptionally difficult. Rowan, I think it was the very first time, just a few weeks ago, he walked over spontaneously to his device and he says, I love you. That was the first time he's ever said that to us. Having the device help him use his words to express it, it's just a very proud moment. The good part about it, all of it, is that we have these devices to help bring it out of him and use those words to engage with you and just make those connections with different people. But at the end of the day, he's a person just like you and I. He feels feelings just like you and I. He gets frustrated, he gets hurt, he's happy, he's sad. He's unique, but he's also just like every other little boy.
Hearing Rowan's dad recount how meaningful it was to hear I love you, and that it didn't matter that it was a communication device. The more important part was that his son, on his own, told his parents that he loved them. And I think what that does for us is it crystallizes it all. The reality is, are we in Pennsylvania and in the United States of America going to do everything we can, whether identifying the kids, securing the funding, to make sure every child in Pennsylvania and in the United States of America has a voice, no exception. We're not going to be judged in the end by our words, but by whether we give these kids the opportunity to have words and to speak. I can't think of anything more beautiful to leave with you today was the surprise I got a couple of years ago. Mia was 4 when she got her device with no words. It took 3 years. At 7, she's speaking without the device. Her birthday is a week before mine, and when I woke up on my birthday morning, I have a text from her mom, Anita, who says, Charlie, Mia wanted to send you something special for your birthday. And then what did I find? A 17-second video where Mia sings me the following song.
Birthday to you, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Mr. Charlie. Happy birthday to you. Have a great day. Have a great day.